Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. So this week we'll just be doing our normal new makeup releases. I don't feel like I have that many this week, but I still want to come to you with all the fun new makeup releases. If you're curious about this makeup look, it will be out on Sunday on my shorts tab, so definitely make sure to subscribe if you would like to see that. But let's go ahead and just get started. I'm going to go ahead and move my camera over as per usual so we could put all the items here. Up first, Notoriously Morbid is launching yet another collection. They guys are always coming out with so many different collections. So this is, I believe, for Valentine's Day, the Toxic palette. So the palette itself is not like horrible. I feel like it looks just like a lot of different shimmer shades, to be completely honest. I'm not really seeing, like, there's definitely some mattes, but nothing overwhelmingly pretty. The cover art, though, for this palette is so gorgeous, and that's something I always forget to mention that Notoriously Morbid does so well, is their cover art. And I think what's hard is that it makes me want to purchase it, because I look at this cover art and it's neon. It's very bright. It's very, like, ooh, gorgeous, and that's not what I'm seeing, you know, like, in the color story itself. Let me know your thoughts. I mean, there is, now that I'm seeing, there is, like, one kind of acid green-ish in the bottom corner, but still, like, this artwork is, like, way better than, like, what they're showing us. They do have a lipstick called Poison Paradise. That one is, like, super acidy green and gorgeous. I'd be tempted. How much even is the lipsticks? So the lipstick's only $13.99, so that is not half bad. To be honest, I mean, like, I'd be tempted to pick up a shade like this, but I really shouldn't, because, let's be honest, I'm more than likely not going to be wearing it. But if you're curious, let's go ahead and talk through the details. So the palette itself does retail for $59.99. That's quite expensive in my opinion, especially for a, let's be honest, I don't want to be mean, but a pretty subpar formula. I do wish it was a bit more inexpensive. They are also coming out with, looks like, some cream blushes. I think they just have some swatched up there in the upper corner. Again, those are fine. Those are $9.99. They have some highlighters for $8.99. I believe those are kind of spread between our center portion there. The liquid lipstick I talked about, $13.99. They are also having some Control Freak Mystic Metallics that are $18.99. And then Obsess Empty Promises Cosmic Gloss for $8.99. So all of those are swatched at the bottom. Again, I think these, you know, they're fine. Probably the only thing that's really standing out to me the most is that green liquid lip, just because it's so pretty. But like I said, to be honest, I just unfortunately know I would not wear it. As I did mention last week, I'm a little bothered by the fact of, like, this is a Valentine's Day palette collection that's coming out so last minute. Granted, the palette itself is not that Valentine's Day, if I'm honest. It's kind of like an anti-Valentine's, which I love. But I feel like just, like, either come out with it earlier, in my opinion, like, way earlier, or even just, like, why call it Valentine? Just call it Poison, you know, whatever they're calling it, Poison Love. I think still Toxic Love, sorry. I think still call it that, because the cover is gorgeous, but I'm getting off in a ramble. So let's go ahead and jump in next. So this next up is by Arttitude Cosmetics. So this collection will actually be launching today. As far as I know, it is just some eye makeup brushes. It's a 10-piece eye makeup brush set. I think these brushes look really pretty. They're kind of blendier brushes. I feel like these are the type of brushes that I tend to prefer, kind of just easy blendy brushes that I feel like you can multitask and use for different things. There is as well an angled brush, and like looks like a flat shader brush. 35 pounds is how much this is, so I'm not 100% sure what that would switch over to USD. I'm thinking maybe like 40 bucks or something. Honestly, not bad, and you can use a code, so that's even cooler. I'm very curious about these. I don't need brushes, but I'm curious, and I think they're really cool. I love the Ink and Rose collection. It's definitely, it's like an interesting vibe. So up next, we have it from Profusion, and they are coming out with a Shimmer Hour Liquid Blush Lighter. So I just think this product looks really interesting, and I feel like I'm really, because, you know, your girl's not wealthy, I'm loving to look at more drugstore releases. This thing only retails for $5.99. That is not bad at all. So there are two shades. So we have Strawberry Mimosa, which is a fresh, cheeky rose flush, and Peach Mimosa, which is a sun-kissed light peach radiance. Honestly, I'd be like curious for either of these. I think these both look really pretty. I would be curious to see like what they're gonna look like on the skin itself. Let me know, do you think, like, I've really been thinking of trying, you know, to get into the trend of like testing out new makeup kind of idea, and of course leaning more towards drugstore because that is what I can afford. I'm kind of tempted. Let me know your thoughts. Are you curious about this product or one of these products? I feel like for me, I'd probably go for Peach and Mimosa just because I tend to do more peach and feel like it just looks better on my skin tone, but I do feel like both of these shades are quite wearable. I will be curious to see if they expand the shade range because it is quite limited. I don't know what this would look like on deeper skin tones. These just kind of look like standard light blush shades, but it might work well, especially because it has that highlighter component. So it definitely may be able to be something that can kind of translate on different skin tones. I'm seeing here that it is buildable, so that is always nice. And then it looks like it is supposed to be like hydrating and stuff for the skin. So I don't know. I feel like all those things are like meh. I think for me, when I think of makeup, I mainly want it to be long lasting. So that's why I'm really curious. This is an interesting product, especially because we're not like summer yet. Like we're maybe entering spring a teeny bit, but not much. I feel like this definitely gives me like summertime vibes. So let me know your thoughts. So moving up next, we're going to go ahead and talk about Moira Cosmetics is coming out with 3 different eyeshadow palettes. I wanted to highlight these because I'm very intrigued by Moira Cosmetics. I've never tried anything from them before. I don't think I've heard like the best stuff. Like I've heard that their formula is really good, that their shimmers are kind of just like that normal shimmer formula. So I think that if that is something you like, definitely go for it. Looking at it as a makeup consumer, I appreciate that there is, in most of the palettes, there is several depth shades, mid-tone shades, light shades, and then some shimmer shades, which, if you know, are things that I appreciate the most. I feel like the one that is really standing out to me would be Celestial Chic. It's kind of like this bluish gray kind of color story, and it's really pretty. I don't know if it's enough for me to like grab. It's like $18.50. So that's not horrible. If you're really curious about these, though, let me know, and I can definitely consider purchasing one and doing a video on it in the future. But we shall see. But again, yeah, I think all of these are really pretty and a very good price point of $18.50. So up next is a collection by Beauty Creations. This is in collaboration with Betty Boop, which I think is really cool. The collection itself is honestly really pretty, and there is a bunch of different stuff in this collection. You are able to buy, I believe, the full set for $75, so that's kind of high price. This has already been released, was released on the 6th, so definitely check all that out if you are curious about this. But I just think this collection is honestly really cute, so let's go ahead and talk through everything in this collection. I apologize if I'm going to butcher any of the words. I'm already looking at it. Besitos Lip Trio, I hope I'm saying that word correctly, is $16. They have a classy and sassy lip duo for $14. Unafraid to Be Me shadow and face palette is $15. Be Boob Bold Liner Trio is $12. Embrace Your Betty handheld mirror is $22. A Wink and a Giggle eyelash curler is $5. Sweet But Strong lotion and mist set is $14. Betty Boop bag is $12. And then, as mentioned before, the full collection is $75. So, to be honest, I don't feel like this is a bad price point. It seems high all at once, but with everything that I believe you would get in the box, it's a pretty good deal. Now, the palette itself it's definitely not quite my color story. Like, if I was to recommend anything, it'd more than likely be the palette. It's kind of on that more, I don't even necessarily say neutral side, but I don't know. I feel like I like the one that Glamlight did for Betty Boop a lot more. I did not own that palette, or I don't own that palette, but I feel like because Betty Boop is such like this, I don't even know, is it pop art? I don't think that's what it's called, but I don't know, this very bold colors. Now granted, like, obviously she herself is not wearing like eyeshadow, so like we really, we can only guess, I guess. I think they of course just went the more safe route with, a simple set of eyeshadows, which I think is really smart. They do have 2 blushes. I believe those are blushes, which is well look really pretty. I think this is just a cute collection. I think it's a smart collection. $75 for the whole thing, like I said, is still a bit high, but I do appreciate that you can buy everything individual, and it does look like they are all pretty inexpensive products, so that's nice. Alright, up next we have it from Isamaya Beauty. Is this really interesting collection, because I feel like Isamaya tends to do really odd collections, you know, they tend to go really overboard or more like on the sexual route. But this one they're calling it the Future of Beauty Core collection. So everything looks silver, very interesting, like nothing is like, it all seems different from what they've done in the past. So I don't know, maybe they're just trying to go for a different thing here. But let's go ahead and just talk through everything. So color correcting serum is $40. You have a metal lip balm, $32. 5-point lift is $40. I don't know what that could possibly be. Skin enhancing blush highlighter duo is $39. Sculpting stick is $40. Lip lac in new packaging is $38. Face glaze is $38. Micro bio gel is $40. Hydro lip is $38. Lip case refill $35. And lip balm is $32. So this is definitely along the lines of, I would consider, more high end. But I still think it's really pretty. I think the one thing that I find really interesting that I wanted to point out is I love the different shades that they do. I feel like they kind of just go there with it, and I appreciate that because I feel like so many more brands are going the safe route. Now, like, again, looking at any of this, I don't think any of this is something I would buy, but one of the things I'm so intrigued about, and I'll be popping up here, is this model is wearing this lip, it's the lip lac, which I don't know if that, like, sets, it just says plumping and hydrating lacquer, so I'm gonna assume that it is not gonna, like, set down. But look at these shades. These shades are cool. I believe the one that the model is wearing is called Beetle, but there's, like, metal, black veil, rust. I feel like these are really interesting shades that we're not really seeing from a lot of brands. So I'm definitely intrigued and will keep Isamaya Beauty, like, on the back burner of a brand that I might try out. But, you know, nothing from this collection, like I said, is really jumping out to me. I just wanted to note that I find it interesting. Alright, next up we have from Wet n Wild is coming out with this super fun little collection here of really interesting products and I'm intrigued by, honestly, a lot of it. And again, Wet n Wild is such at that affordable price point that, like, it makes me excited. It makes me, like, want to use it. So we'll go ahead and just talk through the products. We have a Photo Focus Loose Setting Powder Soft Pink is $6. I'm really tempted to try this. $6, really not bad. I actually have one of my current favorite setting powders, which is the Photo Focus Translucent. I actually really like this one, and it's pretty inexpensive. Definitely a really good powder. From them, they have the Mega Glitter Shimmer Liquid Lipstick for $6. So where I'm really excited about these is I feel like higher end brands weren't doing this for a second. This is not a new product, not a new idea. I've seen it from Sugar Pill. I've definitely seen it from Notoriously Morbid, where it basically is a liquid lip, which, you know, I love my liquid lips, but it's a liquid lip and then you rub your lips together and it releases the shimmer. I feel like I've seen it from possibly NARS. Like, I definitely recently have seen it from high-end brands. It's just really expensive, obviously, so I'm super excited that it has started to roll back down to the drugstore. I think that these three shades look pretty simple shades. I'm not surprised that they're going for more, I wouldn't say neutral shades, but more everyday shades that the general public is going to love. I feel like the center shade would probably be my favorite, this more like pinkier, slightly red shade. That or like the other one on the end. I don't know what these are called. I feel like there's maybe a more on the right-hand side that it's like a little bit, has some more red in it. Maybe one or two of these, but $6 is really not bad at all. If I didn't say it, I do believe all of these are available right now, so that's pretty exciting. Up next, too, we have the Perfect Pout Lipstick Liner is $5. I don't feel like they're saying it here, but this is supposed to be like a lip stain. I don't know why it's not saying that, but I remember seeing that it's like a lip stain kind of pen thing. So I'm very intrigued by that. $5. Not bad at all. So these are definitely things that I would really consider picking up. Just like I was mentioning before, definitely let me know if you would be interested in seeing, kind of trying out some new drugstore items. I might just do a video because, yeah, I might just do a video just to see what people think because I'm really intrigued. So we also have the Primer Focus Clingy Serum Primer for $6. Not horrible price at all. We have the Mega Extreme Brow Gel for $3. Also not bad. If you don't know, your girl don't actually have brow hair, so that's not something I need. They have a breakup proof wing out waterproof liner for $5. It looks like a brush tip liner, I think. So, not a bad deal there. And then they have the powder puff for $3. So, all these things pretty inexpensive. I definitely might be really intrigued to check out several of these from Wet n Wild and possibly that Profusion blush thing and make a video of that. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Would you watch that? I think I'm just really trying to, step out of my normal and pick more interesting videos that people want to actually see. Alright, so next up from Nyx Cosmetics, we have a Buttermelt highlighter. I'm very intrigued. I think the biggest thing that I'm intrigued by is I heard that there is going to be a mint green one. Which, yes. Unfortunately, we have no price point, sadly, for these, but I have heard a lot of good things about the Buttermelt formula. Their blushes, I believe it was last year. I'd heard a lot of great things. I've yet to try one, but the highlighter, I'm definitely intrigued by. I'll definitely keep an eye out for this. I can't wait to see the minty shade. I hope it's, really gorgeous and really shiny. Alright, and last up, I can't believe we're already done, but it's a pretty short video. So this is a brand new brand. This is Tilt Beauty. So the first beauty brand to receive the Arthritis Foundation's Ease of Use certification, meaning their patented packaging has been proven easy for everyone to use, including those living with arthritis and chronic pain. So when I saw these, I really wanted to feature them because they look interesting and they do look like that idea of something ease of use. I don't know if necessarily any of these look like things that I might want to purchase myself, but I'm very intrigued to see what the brand themselves comes out with more in the future. Of course, the mascara, anybody can use the mascara. It's $28, refill is $18, so it's a bit more on that high-end value, at least for me, but it is infused with Tilt Calm Complex to nourish the lash line and support stronger, healthier lashes, put you in control with patented packaging designed for comfortable, easy application. It's a mascara. I just am really excited the fact that they are coming out with products that are making it more accessible for a lot of people to use. They also have the Grip Stick, which is a tinted lip balm treatment, so it's $26, $16 for the refill. I also love the fact that they're doing refills. I think that's really smart. So instant hit of hydration and sheer color in a patented grippy case for easy application, silky, fragrance-free, moisture, cocoons lips visibly smoothing and plumping, leaving behind a demi-shine finish. I'm really intrigued. I think that's super cool. They also have some comfy clips for $22 and a comfy pouch for $28. I'd be curious of those, hopefully not getting dirty. Again, like I said, none of these are really things that I super am intrigued by, but I think it's smart what they're doing, and I love that they're, branching out for more consumers. Okay, and that is it for this week's video of new makeup releases. Honestly, I feel like there wasn't a whole lot, but there were some definitely really interesting ones in there. Let me know down in the comments if you think that I should be doing a video drugstore testing out new makeup. I still might just do it anyways because I think it would be fun and I see a lot of other people doing it, so I kind of just want to do it. So we shall see. I really do hope that maybe there's a foundation coming out in the drugstore that I could try out. So if you know of one that I haven't seen, let me know. Especially if you're curious to see what it is like. I think that is it for me. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Definitely let me know down below your thoughts. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure to subscribe if you would like to. Leave me a like and comment. All of those things really do help, and I really do appreciate them. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in my next one. Okay, bye.